Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Wolfenstein Youngblood. So I figured out where the hell the metro tunnel map thingy was. I feel really stupid that it took me as long as it did to find it. So we're continuing back with this. Lately, I've been watching other people's reviews on this, and
hey, Jess. So
this game's taking shit.
There's a tower
like,
gate in front of the entrance to each
oh,
brother.
Nazi helicopter.
Security there is
It's
very
like a marine
high.
helicopter.
So if you feel like you want to play it safe, you should look around for another way in.
Alright, so
Get ready.
yeah, so one problem I have with this game that I've noticed, when it comes down to objectives, actually, let me see. Let me check something. If I go to J, okay. Reach the hospital. Wait, no. That's not what I wanted. I want this one. So, but yeah, some of the arguments that people have been seeing that I haven't even noticed, or are there really some I've noticed, others I haven't, because for one argument that I haven't noticed was the armor type issue. People complaining that like, oh yeah, one Nazi might have a different armor type than the other because one has a square above his head while the other one has like rectangles. And yes, I have noticed that one of them has like, armor. I didn't notice that there was different armor types. You're in combat for so, you get into combat so quickly, you really don't notice the whole armor type issue. All you see is white square and then red bar. That's all you notice. You're in combat for so long, or not even for so long, but you're just in it for that time that you don't notice these small details that Bethesda expects you to notice.
I'm gonna kill this
Like that guy first. So apparently like that, this dude got, rectangles, so he has a different armor type. This guy has squares. But they both take about the same amount of damage from this assault rifle. So that's weird. It's like, so what gun should they have been using? Like, would one gun have been a one-shot kill on these guys versus another? That's my question. Now, I mean, the other issue I've noticed that, well, I thought that I've noticed, but people have been complaining about that. I meant to say I haven't noticed is that the AI is just dumb. Now, it could be because the difficulty setting I'm playing on is just too easy, and that the AI is just stupid in general. The other issue that I myself could be facing is perhaps that the issue that people are complaining about is more like day one issues. But basically, from what I've seen, people are complaining that when you go down, the AI player will just sit there and not even acknowledge your existence. But there have been a couple times where I went down and the AI was like, oh, hey, you're down, let me just save you. But yeah, I mean, look at this guy. He just died like it was nothing. Fucking Nazi robot. But yeah, that's pretty much it. One thing I hate, though, is you have the ability to pick up these kind of guns, but you can't rip them off the hinges, like, off these mounts. I mean, the Nazis get smart and actually lock them down. Is that a thing? No? I will say this much, you play this game and you're expecting to play as, the offspring of William Joseph Blaskowitz. This really, I guess this guy's not mentally stable, I would say. I mean, anybody who takes pleasure in murder, I mean, yeah, granted, we're murdering Nazis, and who gives a shit about a Nazi, but the guy enjoys it a little too much to where it's like, okay, a little scary there, dude. I mean, Wolfenstein 1, the guy was kind of having fun using a chainsaw on a Nazi. Comedic, yes, but the idea that this guy was, like, having a little bit of fun with it, a little concerning for his mental stability. And then you get these girls who are more like your typical preppy college student, I guess, and it's kind of annoying. It's just the personality that annoys me. I'll see how long it takes the AI to do this. Oh, that was quick. A lot faster than I thought she would. Okay. Now, my whole thing is I want to like this game. I love the Wolfenstein series. 1 and 2 is great. I have a couple of the original games. I love Wolfenstein. I love the fantasy behind it, 'cause this idea of like what would the world look like if the Nazis had won. It's an interesting question I think people have been asking, and this game portrays it. Well, not this one, but Wolfenstein itself portrays what would that world look like. And it's fun to run around blowing away Nazis. But now my whole problem is that when you think about Blaskowitz, this madman who has nothing but fun and pleasure in murdering hundreds of them on end, you get these girls who are a little too preppy, a little too, like I said, too much like college kids. And it just doesn't think about the way Anya and Blazkowicz was raising them. You know, take for instance the beginning of the game. You have, you know, Blazkowicz teaching his daughter how to shoot, and you have Anya. Literally, she put a blade to her daughter's throat and is like, oh hey, the second you put your guard down, the Nazis win. And it's like, I don't understand that we're in a world where the Nazis could always fight back and try to retake the U.S. and everything, but Jesus Christ, lady, this is your kid. I get that you're trying to make a point, but that's a little extreme. I don't even think they do that in the military. I don't think any soldier has ever said their drill sergeant has stuck a knife to their neck and said, the second you put your guard down, the second the enemy kills you. I don't think anyone's ever done that. Unless that drill sergeant is completely out of his mind, but that's just me. Come on, just go down like a good boy. I killed him with a pistol. I feel proud of myself. Even though he was almost dead, I still feel proud. Alright, outpost. Fuck this big ass gun. Do I have to, where the fuck am I going? Oh, wait. Oh, I need the laser thing. Okay, I need the laser. Laser? This is it? Yes.
Now that's a big fucking gun, so.
But yeah, I just personally, as the characters, I don't like their personality. They just don't fit Blazkowicz's name. You know, when you think Blazkowicz, you think this crazy dude who loved murdering Nazis, who's a little bit more desensitized to war. And yes, you could argue that these kids are, you know, not soldiers, but the way they were raised, you'd think that they'd have a little bit of, I guess you could say they were a little desensitized to war.
The Nazis have scheduled a meeting at a place near your location. Go to the meeting room and put a microphone on the phone inside so we can gather some valuable intel.
Come on.
Good luck.
Come on, Soph, get up there. Okay. And what I was getting at was, like, the point I was going to make, when you take a kid, for instance, who's been in a family who their family's told them things for years, whether it be racist, whether it be, you know, legitimately positive things that their parents tell them, regardless of whatever the kids tell you, when you feed a kid the same thought over and over and over again throughout their life, a child's mind is like a sponge. It absorbs that information and it takes it as truth. And when you grow up with your parents telling you the same thing over and over again, you take it as, oh, hey, oh, fucking hell, these Nazi suicide bomb dogs. Like, when your parents tell you the same thing over and over again,
Thanks, sis.
as a child, at one point it becomes ingrained. It becomes, you know, it becomes part of who you are, I guess you could say. You know, some people have, you know, formed their own opinions afterwards, and I'm sure that's happened, but for the most part, kids absorb the information that they're told by their parents. So, if their parents have told them nothing but hateful things about Nazis, then, logically speaking, at some point, these girls should have been like, alright, Nazis aren't human beings, I should very easily be able to kill them. Which that being said, if they were that desensitized, Soph should have been able to put a bullet in the Nazi at range, no problem. Granted, the guy was isolated by himself, and they still struggled to kill him. Now, I have to give bullshit to Bethesda for the fact that the dude took a pole to the stomach, yanked that shit out, and then was like, all good. Like, I don't care how tough your pain tolerance may be, you have a pole put in your stomach, you are going to be on the floor. You're going to be in pain. There is no way you're just getting off the ground and raising your hand with nothing. Son of a bitch. Oh, these freaking suicide bomb dogs. But that's just, you know, that's just me. Where are we at? Now, I will say, when it comes down to the whole armor thing, personally, I like the shotgun. I feel like overall it's just the most damage. Ow. I don't even know where that came from. Now, some people have been complaining, like, I've heard arguments from both sides. I know people are complaining, saying like, oh, you know, people are giving this game negative reviews because the main characters are female, and you know what, yeah, that was partial, you know, that was a part of my argument where majority of the cast was female, and the only two major male characters are either non-existent or don't speak. Which was a problem of mine because I feel like regardless of how things are today, you know, with today's day and age,
you should get over there and
we
investigate.
need to still have some kind of equality. There needs to be this, you know, it has to be equal. You know, everybody has to have a fair shake. Everybody's got to be on the same playing field. That's my belief. Everybody's got to be equal. That's fair. But I digress. That argument has been so scrutinized, I guess would be the word. So, not scrutinized, but so overplayed, I guess, that at this point it's pretty much the one argument people default to. I don't mind the RPG elements of this game. I don't. I don't mind it. I don't mind running around murdering Nazis in an open world game. But I feel like this, and you know, this isn't Bethesda's first open world game. I mean, I was about to say, oh, this is their first time. No, it's not. We had Bethesda's, you know, Fallout. We had Skyrim, and those games are critically acclaimed. People love those games. You mean to tell me that they couldn't apply, you know, the same methods that they did those games to this game, to Rage? I mean, those games were freaking awesome. Why did they fail with this one? You know, and you know what? Again, people are like, oh, it's Wolfenstein, shouldn't have open world. I don't feel like that. You know, how many times can you do the whole run and gun Nazi murdering before it gets boring? Before it's, okay, hey, we have the same game again. Just saying, I'm just trying to get to the metro tunnel. Forgot my way through. And I'm gonna find my way through. There's another argument. No map. You hit J. Where's the map tab? How do I know? How do I direct myself? I have to go. Oh, wait. Let me get out of this. I have to go by that little mini map and hope I'm going the right way. There's not even waypoints either. It doesn't even say like, oh hey, like a GPS. That's what I mean. Like for instance, Grand Theft Auto, you put the GPS in and it gives you an idea of where you're going. This game just tells you, hey, your objective's here. Great. How do I get there? Prayers and dreams. That's pretty much the summary of it. You pretty much have to memorize the map and hope you're going to the same place. Another argument I've been hearing from people, it's very bland. Like the maps, it feels like you're doing the same place over and over again. And I really don't disagree with that. I don't disagree.
The district you are
Oh, here we go.
entering is called Little Berlin, home of top Gestapo officers and commanders. The Nazis evacuated all civilians recently because of the Paris uprising. Please, be careful, okay, girls? Nazi patrols are everywhere.
Now, another thing that I was going to argue, I wanted to let her speak. You know, I try to keep up with the cutscenes in case there's anything important. There's not a lot of storytelling to this game, and that bothers me. I mean, even story development. You know, I feel like we don't get much development from the girls just for the sake. They're like, oh, they're Blazkowicz kids, great. What's their lives like? You know, what are we? You know, are they? You know, why are they so freaking giddy? Or did their parents, you know, give them some kind of like, you know, childhood? Were they allowed to basically be normal girls under the expectation that they were going to train and practice how to fight? You know, is that what their lives were? We don't know. We don't know Josie yet. Just and so on a personal level, we don't know who they are as people. And when you point these details out, it adds a level to the story. It adds a level to storytelling, I should say. It makes you feel more attached to the character. So when they get into a problem, if they say get injured or they're in a dire situation, you feel more attached. You're like, oh shit, and that's where that feeling comes from. That attachment. Take for instance, you know, what was it? Infinity War, or I should say Endgame. Iron Man's spoiler. Iron Man dies, and everybody's gonna walk their shit. Like, oh god. Oh wait, let's see. Is Jess gonna save the day? She's gonna be stupid. No, she's gonna no. Yes, come on.
Need to shut down that super soldier.
Yes. Come on, Jess, come on. Stop being retarded. Come on. Yes, I'm dying. Hello.
I'm down for the count.
Okay, come on. Really? As I'm trying to be positive about this game, you're just gonna be blatantly stupid. Alright. Get rid of this. I don't want this thing to hit me from behind. Okay. Now I can focus on the big Nazi.
You're killing it, man. Badass and inspirational, Jess.
Oh, I fucking love the laser work now. Oh, just fucking awesome. But that's my argument. The characters aren't well developed, and on top of that, throughout the game, you're told, oh, Blazkowicz killed Hitler. When did this happen?
I'm reading a faint
For
signal.
the longest time, I was telling myself, oh yeah, it was probably that moment in Mars when
before the Nazis take it out,
either Mars or Moon. I don't remember. Or was it Venus? I don't remember where the hell we went in the second game. That we went to space for the movie audition. But there was a scene. Wait, why am I following this mission? I don't want to. Sound outpost. Let's see, this should lead me. Yep. Okay. Like, there was a scene in Wolfenstein 2 where you went to, I believe it was Mars. I keep saying I want to say Mars. I keep hearing, you know, Venus. I don't remember exactly, but for argument's sake, we're gonna say Venus, just because I don't remember. And what ended up happening was that you went to go audition for a movie because on the Mars base, or the lunar base, whatever the fuck you want to call it, you had to get these launch codes, these access codes to take over the Ausnauser, which was the Nazi, like, giant, like, VTOL ship thingamajig. Basically, it was a big-ass hovercraft, basically. You meet it early on in the game, it lifts up the U-boat. And that being said, you know, like, there's a segment when, as you're trying to go for the interview to keep your cover, oh, I'm down. No, I'm not. For some reason, I had my knife out.
Keep going, Joe.
There was a scene when you go to audition for this role of, well, Blazkowicz. You're basically, as far as the Nazis knew, you were dead. Or I should say Blazkowicz was dead, as far as they knew. And Hitler was making a movie about how they caught Blazkowicz and killed him. And they needed an actor to play Blazkowicz. So for you to keep undercover, you had to play the role of a guy who was trying to get the role of being Blazkowicz. Very confusing, I know, just go with me. And during that scene, you had to kind of make the Nazis convinced that, oh, hey, you could be yourself. Because, you know, for some reason, Blazkowicz can't play himself somehow. I digress. And as you're playing, there's a moment when you can walk past Hitler while he's, for some reason, taking a nap on the floor. And when you walk up to him, you can actually stomp his head in and kill him.
We need to find out who did this, Jess.
Unfortunately, after you do so, this big-ass Nazi robot turns around and blows you away. There's no way of escaping that room. It was more like an Easter egg thing, but you're always guaranteed to die. And I always thought that maybe by them saying, oh, Hitler was killed by Blazkowicz, maybe it was them saying that moment in the game is canon that Blazkowicz managed to escape, but it was like a second thought kind of thing, you know. They didn't allow the player to escape from killing Hitler, but then they were like, yeah, you know, we'll write it in. We'll write it in. Oh, this dude was tortured on camera.
You up for some Old Testament justice, Jess?
Old Testament? Oh, are we getting biblical? Come on. I get that the Nazis were into the occult, but please don't tell me to start bringing God and everything into this. Take out the commander. Oh, take out Commander Bayer. Alright. But I'm definitely figuring this out. And the thing that aggravates me with this game, most RPGs that I've noticed, if there's a mission, they just have you go to that one location that you need to be at. So, if, say for instance, Fallout New Vegas, they tell you, oh, hey, you need to go to New Vegas and kill a bandit. They're not going to tell you, oh, shit, there's bandits in another building. No, they're going to have you go to the building you're supposed to go to. You're going to blow away that bandit, and then you're going to move on to the next mission. This game, it's like, oh, hey, we're going to move this place. Oh, no, we're going to move this place. No, now we're going to go over here. And now we're going to go back over here. It's annoying. It really does get fucking aggravating. Like, oh, look, now it's taking me to Brother 3. Why? Why do this?
This place was named Siegestrasse, or Victory Boulevard by General Lothar Brandt, as an insult after he crushed a riot here 4 years ago. This is where Jacques got his facial scars, and many brave resistance fighters lost their lives. Now it is just a cold, dead place of steel and concrete. So, good luck, girls.
Again, there's not a lot of storytelling. Like I feel like again, the cast isn't a problem to me. Overall, I could if you told me, listen, no matter what, there was always going to be a majority of females, you know, I could swallow, I could deal with that. I could be absolutely accepting of that. I know I said I want to be equal, but you know, at the very least, if they could write the story better, I wouldn't be complaining. I feel like I am using that to further complain. But overall, I just feel like it's not developed. I feel like they had a great cast. I think overall the actors did their job effectively, but you know, you have essentially it's like you have tools, but you're using them for the wrong purpose. Again, great actors, horrible writing. The actors I feel like definitely could have done a much better job if they were giving better lines. And unfortunately, the main characters, again, the stories aren't written very well. They're not. They don't make you care. I mean, half the time I'm playing this game and I'm like, I just want to murder Nazis. I don't give a shit if person A or B drops dead. I just want to shoot a Nazi. I think my biggest gripe, my biggest above all, the thing that I will absolutely give this game shit for, and I promise, I'm making this a promise now. If Bethesda pulls this shit, I will promise you I will stop playing this game, and honestly, I think I will forever lose trust in them as a company. I gave Fallout 76 a second chance, and I'm happy with it. But I don't know if I can give Wolfenstein a second chance if they pull what I'm about to say. For those of you who are aware, and for those of you who have Steam, people have noticed that the description of the in-game currency set tells you that it is for consumables, it's for upgrades. Even though Bethesda they themselves have said the currency is only going to be used for cosmetics, which honestly the cosmetics aren't that impressive. It's not like Fortnite. I'll give Fortnite credit as much as I hate Fortnite. I'll give them credit. The cosmetics are at least interesting. The characters are interesting. The cosmetics here are generic skin A and generic skin B. It's nothing special. And when you buy in my opinion, when you buy a skin, you want. Oh, okay. Come here, get me up. Come on. Come on. I would have never been giving the game shit. The whole,
Nazi asshole neutralized.
Hey, we got him. That was easy. I wonder if this game has been giving people have been giving this game shit for its AI because nobody's been calling just to come pick them up. I wonder. But yeah, the cosmetics aren't impressive. It's like, hold on, I don't know if I'm gonna get murdered, but look at this shit. You have a brown skin, you have a red and black skin, you have a black skin, you have a, I'm sorry. That is straight up the Vault Dweller from Fallout. That is straight up Vault Dweller. Then you have the tricolor, red, white, and blue, obviously trying to be, American flags. Then you have blue. And then like these are just generic. They're not very well, they're not great. I feel like they could be better. I mean, hell, they should be aware of their other properties in this game. Like, hell, I would love for you to get, like, not even just different skins, but straight up different armor. I would love, as one of these characters, to just run around dressed like the Doom Marine. Maybe my armor is still as slim as it should be, but I'm running around in power armor from Fallout. They have the same abilities and everything, but just for the sake of, being aware of the property and telling the fans, like giving the fans something new. That would be awesome. It would absolutely, I think I'd put money into that. To be able to just run around as the Doom Marine, and I know people are going to argue and be like, well, no, they had this, no. It was a paint job that makes you look like Doom Slayer. I've always called him the Doom Marine because that's what they called him back then. Now they call him the Doom Slayer. Same guy. But they have a skin that makes the paint job look like him, but it's not his armor. It's just a paint job. It's the same helmet as you have now. It's all the same crap. But the style is just, the paint is different. And that's what bothers me. I think they should be making, like, morphing the armor, making our armor look like armor from other games that Bethesda owns for fun. And that would be awesome. But now, like I said, what Bethesda has said, the money is only for cosmetics. However, the Steam store page says it's going to be for consumables, it's going to be for health upgrades, it's going to be for overall upgrades, and that bothers me. Because that means that this game is meant nothing more than a cash grab. Bethesda had never given a single moment of care or concern for this game. They knew it was going to fail, they knew it was going to die, and they didn't care. Their only intention for this game was for it to make money. That was their only intention. They don't care. They were going to write the crappiest story ever. They were going to give it maybe a year's development, maybe a few months, and then they were just going to release it half-baked and hope for the best. And that's what they did. Again, the story is not very well written. The AI isn't smart at all. It drops dead at times when it feels like it.
Now that we're here, we should keep a lookout for the hospital where
Dialogue
the
could have been written better. Gameplay could have been much better, and it's a very half-baked game. And if they expect people to be okay with microtransactions, that's them just spitting in our faces, the players. Now, what they expected was for us, the player, to be like, oh, okay, cool, I'll give you my money. No, that's bullshit. I just keep climbing. I always look for ways to break things, just because it's fun. Alright, whatever. Oh, can I go up here? Alright.
This time?
Well, someone here clearly likes Nazis. But that's my argument. If they implement microtransactions, or at the very least they further microtransactions without doing what they can to improve this game first, without trying to add free content to fix the game, adding story elements and things like that, if they don't try to fix this game, if they don't try to play Fallout 76 and repair the game, I'm going to entirely give up. I think I'm gonna have to give up entirely. I don't think I can trust Bethesda anymore. I mean, not many people trust it as it is. I will say that they have been kind of holding to their word with Fallout 76 by giving it free content, free updates. So far, and you know what? Me and my girlfriend have been very happy with Fallout 76 for the most part. One or two of their updates have been annoying. For instance, they disabled, not disabled, but disassembled the power armor.
Who's the boss?
And it just made things uncomfortable for a little bit for us to kind of reorganize our inventory space. It got really annoying. But aside from that, I mean, Fallout 76 has been pretty good to us so far, and I'm very excited for the new updates. I'm excited for Fallout to finally be Fallout. Yeah. For the longest time, it's just been...
Listen up, sisters.
It's been, hey, Robot A tells you to go do this, so go do it. Robot B tells you to go over here and blow this up. Robot C tells you to go find this.
Good luck, sisters.
Vault Dweller A's recording tells you to go find this source of water. Hey, you found it. Congratulations. Now go on to the next objective. That's what Fallout 76 was for the longest time, and now they're actually adding NPCs. Now, I think Fallout's biggest selling point was for it to be a online, survival shooter type game where you have to not only worry about NPCs attacking you, but you had to worry about players. You had to worry about leaving your house and all of a sudden a player comes and blows you away for your junk. And unfortunately, there's not a lot of reason to do so. There's not a lot of reason to go and mess with other players. It's more beneficial to have friends than it is to attack other players. Oh, this works. Like, for instance, when you drop a nuke on the area where the Scorched Beast Queen comes out, it's more beneficial for players who are not technically on a team to work together and kill a major boss like that than it is for players to attack one another. Bethesda did not make a reason for players to kill each other other than junk. And it's just like, what's the point? Why you get punished for attacking other players, more or less. And what I mean by that is that if, say, you attack another player, which I love, that the only way for an actual gunfight to occur is if both players shoot. If neither player is interested in a gunfight, you will do very minimal damage to them. Like, it's negligible, like a single stim pack. Like, food will heal you, it's the full health if that's the case, if you're getting shot by another player. If in the odd occurrence that a player manages to kill you and you don't fire back, they're marked as a murderer, and I believe people are able to steal their caps. And, of course, most people who have maybe like 2,000 to 3,000 caps on them, they don't want to lose that. They really don't want to lose that much in-game currency, so they're going to be good people and not murder anyone. With that being said, the game, they kind of is very high risk, very low reward for killing other players. What the fuck is going on here?
How are we supposed to get her out of there?
Oh, who? Ah, what the hell is that chick? Alright. Like, there's very little risk and reward, very little reward and very high risk for killing other players. So why do it? Now what they're doing, which I'm very excited for, they've added factions, like actual legitimate factions. Unfortunately, it's two factions that I'm not very fond of, but you know what, hey, it works. but the thing that redeems it is the fact that they did say there will be minor factions that you can work with as well, which excites me too. The major factions that you're going to be dealing with so far that we've seen is going to be the raiders, like the bandits, the raiders you could call them, and the settlers. And both parties have their risks and rewards for, for joining them. I believe both have unique weapons for their factions. And you have to, pick and choose who you want to join. And they put you in a very gray place. Neither side is absolutely good, but neither side is absolutely evil either. They both, it's more, it leaves you as the player to balance it, like, which do I feel is better? And from what it looks like to me, and this is my interpretation of it, okay, what am I doing here? But what it looks like to me is that when we, get this update, as a player, if, say, I join the bandits and another player joins the settlers, we're going to be constant enemies. When we run into each other, there is no peace between us. There's a high chance for this player to come and kill me without there being risk, which increases the chances of players fighting each other. Maybe there's missions that require players to fight. Oh, what?
That's it, Soph. Marianne's safe now.
What did we do?
We should say hi to
Turned
her
off
when
the
we get back to
power? We couldn't have done that
catacombs,
from
dear.
outside. Why did we have to come in here? Why did we have to murder these guys to do this? And she was strapped down to that table. How the hell did she get out? Okay. You know what? I'm not gonna even try to ask questions. I'm just gonna move along. That was stupid. It took her so long to escape. I'm like, can we move along? Hey, Nazi. But that's my argument. With this game. Now, like I said, Fallout 76. It looks like they're going to give a reason for players to fight each other, which really does make me excited because we really don't interact with our players. Now, obviously the fear is, what about the people that are level like 3,000, 300, I almost said 3,000. Is she down? God fucking damn it. Alright, I need to heal for a second. Okay. Come on. Good. Alright, come on. Alright, good.
Fuck yeah, Jess, you're slaying it.
But, yeah, so what I was getting at was, that's it?
Bomb planted, Abby.
Good job, girls.
Okay. Let's enter the underground for a second. I just need to find a metro. So,
Thanks, sis.
my whole thing is with Fallout 76, it looks like they're going to make players have a reason to fight each other. There will be a valid reason for us to have conflict, which makes it more fun, makes it more interesting, makes it more dangerous. And there's actually going to be story, there's going to be dialogue choices. I am very, very excited for this. And I'm actually very excited to share with my girlfriend what Fallout really is, as she's never really played a Fallout game. And now she'll be able to really see what Fallout is. Let me see. Am I already here for this objective? Enter the underground? I guess I'm already here. Alright, well, anyway, that's my ramble for today. You know where I stand with Wolfenstein. I think that, honestly, if Bethesda does push, they can fix this game. I think if they add free updates and free content updates to expand the story and tell a little bit more, maybe give us different playable characters, this game will be good. This game will improve. I really want to like this game. I really do. I love Wolfenstein as a series, and I really want to see, the Blazkowicz twins. I want to see them grow. I want to see them improve as characters. I want to see them become tougher. That's where I feel. If Bethesda, but like I said, if Bethesda pulls the whole microtransaction bullshit, hold on, I'm gonna murder this Nazi for a second. Come on. If Bethesda pulls their microtransaction bullshit, this game will fail a lot faster. It's already getting bad reviews as it is. This game will fail significantly faster if they pull that shit. And honestly, if a Wolfenstein 3 does come into the world, which I keep hearing rumors of, where if this game is just a pre-sequel to Wolfenstein 3, if that's what it's going to be, this game is going to ruin, this game is going to be the Fallout 76 of the Wolfenstein series. However, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have to say for today. Hope you enjoyed my little rant and gameplay. Please like and subscribe as always. As always, have a good night and see you on the next one.